Yo, peace was good. We're listening to another hip hop album review. This is part 173. The album that we'll be reviewing today is Eazy's debut album titled Eazy Does It, released in 1988. As promised, I did say that I would be reviewing his album. I just had to get a copy. So long and behold, you guys should now know who he is. But for those who don't know who he is, he's an MC from Compton, California. He's the founder of NWA as well as Ruthless Records. But give you guys a little history about him. He's an MC, like I said, from Compton, California. Got his start back in the mid '80s, particularly 1986. But before that, he started off as the neighborhood gangster, neighborhood drug dealer at the time. He was a Crip. Remember the Crip gang, particularly Kelly Park Crip. In Compton, and that's where he actually met MC Ren, because MC Ren was actually part of that gang too. And his cousin, introduced him to the game and stuff like the street life and shit like that. But there was an instance where his cousin got killed, and that kind of woke him up. He's like, alright, I don't want to do this no more. I kind of want to focus more on the rap shit, and that's how he founded Ruthless Records and things like that. And it's crazy because before he had Ruthless Records, he had put out a 12-inch called Boys in the Hood with the help of Dr. Dre, MC Ren, Ice Cube, and stuff like that. And then they sold that out. They sold that 12 that single, Boys in the Hood, independently, and that's what caught the eyes of Jerry Heller, who was like the co-founder of Ruthless Records. And they made him a deal. They made a deal and stuff like that. With Eazy only doing like 80%, he gets 80% of the sales, while Jerry Heller gets 20%. So I thought that was pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? So, and because of that, that's when what spawned the releases of Straight Outta Compton and now this album right here. All right, so they were both recorded at the same time, both Straight Outta Compton and this album too. Straight Outta Compton, I believe, came out a month before, and this came out a month after Straight Outta Compton. Straight Outta Compton came out August of 1988, and this came out September of 1988. So I thought that was pretty interesting. There's 3 singles of the album. The singles are We Want Eazy, Easier Said Than Done, and I believe Eazy Does. Yeah, the Eazy Does It are the singles of the album. Alright. You know how I get down, I'm gonna show you guys what the CD looks like. Alright, this is what the CD looks like. In the back, pretty cool. By the way, this is the 2013 reissue. This is not the original pressing. I would like to get the original pressing, but whatever. Yeah, and also there's a 2002 reissue that came out in '02, but I've mentioned that before, where the '02 version comes with the 5150 Home of the Sick EP, which I have the original press. I don't have the original press, but I have the 2015. I have the actual CD, so I want to eventually do a review on that too. But this is what the album looks like. You see Eazy right there. You see Ice Cube in the background, MC Ren. You see the rest of the NWA. Pretty cool. Open it up. This is what the CD looks like. The original kind of looks the same. You know what I mean? Pretty cool. It's just like a blank jewel case. Open it up. It's almost the same as the original. I mean, it's a little bit different. You know what I mean? Pretty cool. All right. And the only difference with this one, it actually talks about DJ Yellow MC Ren talking about the making of the album, and the same thing with DJ Yellow. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was pretty cool. It's just them talking about how it took them so long to record the album, because Eazy was never a rapper. It was he wasn't a naturally born rapper like the rest of them. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, you know how I get down. I'm gonna go through some of the tracks. How much time I got left? All right. Track 1, Still Talking. It kind of sets the tone of the album. You know what I mean? Has a nice guitar lick sample to it. Pretty dope. Dope beat right there. It's just a braggadocious track. You know what I mean? Track 2, Nobody Move. It's a pretty dope track. It just talks about him robbing the bank. Takes you through what he did, like the steps that he robbed the bank and stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool right there, pretty dope. Not the first. I'm not sure if he was the first person to do that in hip hop, but he talks about robbing the bank, which I thought was pretty cool. Track 3, Ruthless Villain. That's pretty dope right there. It's actually an MC Ren solo track. You know what I mean? It's just Eazy on the track, on the hook, excuse me. But it's pretty dope. You can tell that Eazy and MC Ren has like such a dope. They have such like a dope chemistry together, and I thought that was pretty cool. It's just MC Ren rapping over like a drum beat and stuff like that. There's no sample or any like background music. It's just like him rapping over some drums and stuff like that, over like a drum machine, which I thought was pretty cool. Track 4, Two Hard Mothers. That's a pretty dope track too. It starts off with Eazy asking Dr. Dre where's your drum machine, which I would assume is like the SP1200, and he's like, yo, I left it with my boy Pooh. And he's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, how are we gonna make music? So DJ Yella was talking about how he knows how to play drums. Like, nigga, get the fuck out. You don't know how to play drums. So he fucked them niggas up, and he's like, yo, he started playing the drums. Like, oh shit, get this nigga some drums. So he started doing that, and then he started playing that joint right there. So it's pretty much like like a back and forth between MC Ren and Eazy-E. It's like a duo track right there. I thought it was pretty dope. Like I said, there's another braggadocio track and shit like that. I thought that was pretty cool. Track 5, and then like it's like DJ Yellow playing the drums, and then somebody playing the guitar and stuff like that. So I thought it was pretty cool. Track 5, Boys in the Hood. This is the remix. A little story with that song. I probably mentioned this before, I think in the Straight Outta Compton video, but for those that didn't see that video, definitely check it out. But I'll mention it again, and if you've seen the movie, you guys know what I'm talking about. But at the time, there was a group called HBO from Queens, New York, that was settled in California, and Dr. Dre produced the beat, whatever. But that group had a falling out with Dr. Dre because of creative differences and things like that. So they end up leaving the studio, the session, whatever. But Dr. Dre had nobody else to rap over that beat. But Eazy was like, yo, so Dr. Dre kind of convinced him to rap, to kind of like trying to give his chance to rapping. Eazy was like, nah, fuck it, I don't want to do it. But they, just more, it was like pulling teeth for him. But then he ended up doing it and stuff like that, and that's how the song was made and stuff like that, and that's how the song was was born and stuff like that. And based on what I read is that based on research that I did before doing this review, it actually took him 2 days to actually record that song, because like I said, this was like his first time ever rapping ever, so it was like his first song he ever recorded, stuff like that. So I thought that was pretty interesting, so, but it came out dope. I mean, it's a hip hop classic, you know what I mean, and that's what got him noticed and stuff like that. That's what got NWA noticed, so I thought that was pretty cool, pretty dope story. Track 6, Eazy Does It. That was the first single off the album. That was pretty cool. So much time got left. Yeah, I got like 5.5 minutes left. Then I have to do a part 2. Yeah, so Eazy Does It, that was the first thing, and that was pretty cool. Track 7, We Want Eazy, which was the third single off the album, I believe it was. Yeah, it's the third and final single off the album. It's just Eazy and Dr. Dre rapping in a concert, but it's just kind of like taking you guys through like what they go through as far as like at concerts and stuff like that. It's just like people just cheering them on and stuff like that. Just their point of view when they're doing concerts and stuff like that, which I thought was pretty dope. It's a dope video too. It's just like him, getting chased by cops and whatever. He gets arrested, and then like they're performing the song, but then he comes out and they break him out and stuff like that, and then he ends up being like a surprise guest and things like that. Yes, he raps his verse, which I thought was pretty cool. So it's a dope video too. It's on YouTube. You guys can check it out. But that's We Want Eazy. Track 8, Easier Said Than Done. That's a pretty dope track. It's pretty much it's the second single of the album. Sorry about that, that's my mom. It's just him, talking about how his lifestyle is not for everybody. He thinks that, people think that, like outside looking, it's kind of like the outside looking in kind of thing where, he's talking about how, it's not what you think. Like, it's easier said than done. Like, living his lifestyle is not easy. It takes hard work, and, you have to live up to your image and stuff like that. Not everybody, and with that comes a big responsibility, and not everybody could take that. Everybody could live through that life, and and that's pretty much what he talks about. So that's what I got for this song, Easier Said Than Done, which I thought was pretty cool. Track 9, Radio. It's a pretty dope track. He pretty much talks about how, how he bigs up all the DJs that plays his song, as well as NWA's music and stuff like that. But then he also talks about what is he talking about? He actually talks about censorship that he has to deal with and stuff like that. And it's one of the few songs that he doesn't curse. Like Radio, he doesn't curse on that song. We Want Eazy, he doesn't curse on that song. Things like that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But I'm gonna cut it short because I got maybe 3 minutes left, so I kind of want to finish it off and stuff like that. But stay tuned for part 2. Peace.